Hello everyone, it's me Lancer737, and today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks in MLP themed games. And before we get into that, don't forget to add me. My friend code is in the top left hand corner. And good luck to you in the occurring campaign. It is a rerun, so I am taking it easy. I am just getting rubies from it, although I am focusing on the community part. I just barely have enough characters to stay in the top bracket. I hope you're all having lots of luck and fun with it. But yeah, I was asked about, do I have any tips and tricks for the MLP game for getting rubies and stuff. Unfortunately, I really don't, because I've made some videos and I'll put the links for them down in the comments. Everything I've talked about, there really isn't any more to it. All the tips and tricks have been mentioned on how to get rubies in this game. But I did also get a second part of that question. How do you level up so fast in Skullgirls mobile? And that I can get into, because I haven't made a tips and trick for that. But here we go. If you haven't heard me, if you haven't heard me mention this before, Skullgirls technically does count as an MLP crossover game, at the very most a crossover game, because this game is famous for making different recolors for every single character, and like, let's say around 60% of them, they are a shout out to a different character. And I'll give you some examples. Marie is an extremely dangerous character. She usually just used to be a boss character, but now she is a playable character. And you can see all these different colors of her, and a bunch of them represent different versions of different characters that are shoutouts. Well, this night element one right here that I just clicked is reference to Princess Luna. It's freaking awesome. Dark Horse Marie, signature Bad Moon Rising. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If this isn't enough, I mean, it should be enough. I mean, look at her color and the name of the stuff. Also, this variant of Parasol's name, Somersault. But I'll tell you why in a second when I click on this link that's in her biography, why it's not just flat out called Fluttershy as opposed to Somersault. Well, here's the Fluttershy version of Somersault. I mean, Parasol. Sorry about that. And to be honest with you, besides the Fluttershy one, you'll see it right in the left, with her with green hair, kind of bluish, I mean purplish skin, and then like a scarlet top. That is a reference to the original version of Samus Aran from Metroid, and that's why the name is Primed, as a reference to Metroid Prime. But okay, let's get into this. Where is the trivia? Here's the trivia. Parasol's color palette for this variant is a reference to Fluttershy from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Well, okay, I don't need to go into more of that. So, on the normal wiki for the main game that's on console, I think mobile is cooler, but the console version, it goes into more detail. I was there. Anyone that spent a lot of money in the funding for the Kickstarter for this game, they flat out got to say what the colors were for characters that they were paying for and what they represented. And the actual donor themselves said this was Fluttershy. Well, anyway, the game mechanics for this game are incredible. They're incredible. And when Fighting is Magic was being made, the creator for that asked them if they could use those game mechanics, which was very complimentary. And so if you like Fighting is Magic, you might like Skullgirls, because the base game mechanics are the same. Also, them fighting herds. That's where Fighting is Magic went, because Hasbro stepped in and they didn't like the MLP references, and so they had to completely change the names for any of the MLP characters. Ironically enough, the Luna one, as can be seen here, they got away with making a Princess Luna one relatively recently. Trivia. The variant's color palette is a reference to Princess Luna from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. If you haven't seen it before, we'll play it right here. I will turn up the volume for this. This is, not only is this going to showcase the Princess Luna version of Marie, they're going to have her fight the two other MLP themed character recolors in Skullgirls. So here we go.
This is the end of your fun and games. Physical state. I need repairs. Offering right about me, but I must still fight.
Hope that wasn't too loud. I thought that was really, really cool. And I was wrong. Rainbow Dash was on Princess Luna's side, of all things. To be honest with you, I don't know who would be on whose side. I would go by whose elements of harmony they had. Like Princess Luna. I know she had kindness. It's been a while since I looked at what the elements were. Man, I'm jumbling everything up. Let me rephrase it. It's been a while since I looked in the lore for between the two princesses, which elements each one was the bearer for, because they both carried more than just one, unlike the main six. And I remember Princess Luna having honesty, but I don't know if it would have been loyalty. It's possible. Anyway, let's get into it. If you're just starting off, it's gonna be really difficult, but what you're gonna want to do is get as many of the treats as you want. I mean, not as you want, but as you can. The gold one on the right is gonna give you the most XP boosts. It's gonna give you 50,000 XP. The silver one's gonna be like 10 to 20,000, and then the bronze one is gonna give you 2 to 4,000 XP. I'm not saying it as it being a variable. I mean, like I had just used it and I didn't bother, unfortunately, to count how many of the individual ones I had used, so I don't remember how much XP they give specifically, except for the one on the very right. I only had one of those. I know for a fact it's only 50,000. Not to make that sound small, it's huge. This is the base version of Squiggly. This is what she looks like canonically. She's one of my most favorite characters in the game. My absolute most favorite is Valentine, though. But to show you what I'm talking about, if you're getting a bronze character, there's no given that you will start off with a bronze one. You might get lucky and get a different one. Once you level them up completely, you'll have to evolve them. To evolve a bronze character, you need 3 other bronze characters that you will sacrifice that will turn them into a silver. That being said, though, they all have to be squiggly. But if you're wanting to level up the prestige, that's a new thing, a new ability for each character, and it's different for each individual character. It won't just need to be squiggly; it'll need to be stage fright squiggly, which again, that is the canonical squiggly. Having a silver one on hand, you will need, when you evolve her, 4 other silver squigglies to turn her into a gold one. And then here's Bio Exorcist Squiggly. She's the one I have maxed out at the moment. And just so you know, if you couldn't tell by the name and by the phrase, I'm the ghost with the most, babe, this Bio Exorcist Squiggly is a shout out to Beetlejuice, which is freaking awesome. So to turn a gold character into a diamond character, which is the highest tier character, you need 5 other gold squigglies to make her a diamond squiggly. Diamond will have the most levels. Like it ups their level max by 10 levels. Diamond, it's 60, and then 50, and then 40, and so on and so forth. But yeah, your best bet when you're starting off is to do prize fights, the main event, midi shakedown. You're going to want to do that to get as many gold coins as you can, because you'll need a lot of those to level up your abilities. Don't forget to look into the Cabinet of Curiosity so that you can see if there's something you want to buy. You can flat out buy characters here, sometimes even gold ones, even diamond ones sometimes. There is a diamond key right there. You'll need that to unlock their abilities. Like, see right here, I have access to some silver characters, and in this, okay, in the trinkets, you'll need gold coins, and the treasures, you'll need the blue coins, which are much more difficult to get. And then in tributes, you will have to pay specifically character points to get those things. So in the sense of Galactic Glamour, which is that she is based off Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, she is also a Annie character. So in order to get her, I need 250 Annie points, which I have 1,860. I can do that right now, and I just did it, and voila. There is Moody Magus Marie. That is a bronze Marie. I don't really want her. And then here is your vault. Right now, I have a 8-hour double XP boost. Now, once you have gone through all those things, and you can all, this is also a great place to level up too. Valentine is my favorite character. I only have one thing, the basic routine checkup left to max out complete so that I can have every single thing finished and I can do a skip. Although if you skip, you're not literally having your characters work to get XP, but you'll be getting character points, lots of gold, and abilities, which you can either, really good abilities you can use for the fire yourself, or if you have enough of them, sell them and you'll get even more gold. But what you want to do is the holodeck. That is one of the best places you can go for XP. And if you're starting off, well, then you'll have to go to basic. But once you get a really powerful character, like some diamonds or a diamond, and you're building up other characters, this is the place you're going to want to go. I will say this also, because the game is graphic like a Mortal Kombat game. This game is only meant for 18-year-olds or older. I do not recommend this for anyone younger. So let's get into it. I'm using my favorite fighter, Valentine, and I love all the night element ones the most. So I'm using a night element one, and it's Graveyard Shift Valentine. She gets a very special ability. If I'm healing at all, which I have some other sub abilities that make her heal, I will have the ability, whenever I'm hitting the enemy, there's a chance I can cause them to be cursed and hexed, which can greatly impact the way they can fight. The night element characters tend to be offensive based. It doesn't matter what they're based off of, which character it is, whether it be Valentine or Squiggly or anyone, but they will be offensive based. The sun element ones tend to be defensive based, and they have some really, really powerful defensive abilities. Just to give you an example, it's not a given, but most night element characters, besides having really powerful offensive attributes, like their actual stats are high, offensive wise, they tend to have instant death abilities. But if they don't have it, it'll still be some kind of crazy powerful offensive capability that they'll have. Whoa. That was kind of tricky there. And take in mind, I have it on master difficulty, and the holodeck is meant to be ridiculously difficult. Doesn't matter if it's on normal, easy, master difficulty. Right now, I'm using this OP character, well, not OP, but maxed out diamond character to help level up a Fuka character that's based off of her color. This specific color is based off of Rain from Mortal Kombat, which he's my favorite Mortal Kombat character. And Delilah, the colors that she has there is based off of Barrett's from Final Fantasy VII. So, of course, I got to have Barrett. Or that version, I should say. I'm about to run out of time. That will happen very often in this. You're fighting such OP versions of all the characters that you can easily run out of time, unfortunately. Thankfully, I have some Vile A anti-venom stuff. For Valentine only, it lets me take away their power built up for doing special moves. This is going to be really close. But I got it. Look at the XP I got from doing this. You're going to notice it more from the Martial Outlaw Black Dahlia, which again is based off of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, because that's a gold character. It takes a lot more to level up those diamond characters. Also, as time goes on in this challenge, let's say I was doing the absolute last challenge. That's where an insane amount of XP will be, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to skip the other fights. Another tip for this, if you're having lots of difficulty, it would help whether the character needs leveling up or not, to have a character that if the whole team is killed and you have them as the last character, and they die, the whole team will resurrect. I'll show you who those would be. One would be Death Wish Umbrella. You'd want her to be the last person on your team to die, and then everyone will resurrect, including her. But it's not a good given that you'll get them because they are diamond characters, so it's like that's not a reliable tactic. I mean, once you get them, you have them, then it will be, obviously. But here's a better alternative. Killjoy Valentine does the same thing, although she herself will not self-resurrect. The rest of the team will. She's a silver grade character, so the odds of getting her are much, much greater than it is to get the other one that I just showed you. If you're having difficulty with the the danger zone, which I was showing you, and you're just not able to get through it, including, I've never actually played the lesser difficulties. I've only ever played it on master difficulty, but because it is the holodeck, I would not be surprised if they are still difficult depending on what characters you're using. Okay, now we're going for the final objective, and you'll see the gigantic XP boost you'll get from fighting in the final part of the holodeck on master difficulty. The benefit to Triss Chick Valentine, she's the most powerful offensive-wise Valentine of them all. She is a diamond night element fighter. Um, every time I consecutively hit her on the opponent's side of the ring, I cause them to get... Oh, that was weird. That's not good. That was not supposed to happen. So whenever I'm hitting them on their side of the screen, I will cause them to get penalties that allow me to do almost like 50% more damage. I will get guaranteed critical hits that are more powerful, and I just cause them at the last second to get a 5-stack bleed, which means they're bleeding health every 5% health every second. That's significant. And that the Gus Buster Marie is based off of Luigi from Luigi's Mansion, if you didn't notice. Her character is also really good at permanently removing characters. Valentine, a good thing about her is she's one of the few characters that can manually resurrect dead characters. Here are some of the goodie rewards from winning this. But yeah, Valentine's one of the few that can manually bring back characters, but Marie and Robo Fortune, they have a couple abilities that permanently kill characters so they can't be resurrected. So that's a good thing for you to know. Look at this XP. This is awesome. I have 20 levels to go with Rain Shadow Fuka and Fuka, whatever you want to call her. Martial Outlaw, Black Delilah, Barrett. I got a few more levels to go, but I'm getting there with them. Since I do have the XP boost, I am going to power up Fluttershy. See what that did? Just 10 of those things, and it's guaranteed that you get 10 of them each time you complete the entire session from the... I keep on wanting to call it the danger zone, the holodeck. That's a big deal. That is significant. So yeah, that is your best place to get XP. And to finish this all off, I'm going to finish the routine checkup, completely maxing them all out, and then having the ability to auto-complete any of them at any time. I'm going to turn up the volume and just chill. So let's get into it.
Dead cross.
Now you're cooking with gas. Showtime!
Don't even try. Time to apply pressure.
Now that's real Soviet damage. Showtime! Now you're cooking with gas.
Side effects may include nausea, headaches, and death.
Showtime! Now that's real Soviet damage.
For your curtain call.
Showtime! Overwhelming victory! Showtime!
It's time to apply pressure. Back to the waiting room. I've seen worse. Time to operate. Finish.
Now you're playing with power.
Time for your...
Showtime!
This isn't over.
Incredible! Valentine!
Time to operate.
Valentine!
Time to operate.
Showtime!
I'll patch it right up. I'll patch it right
Overwhelming victory! Valentine!
Time to operate. I'll cut you down to size.
Showtime! Just perfect. Valentine!
Time to operate. Tisk, tisk. It looks like we'll have to operate.
Showtime!
Time to operate.
Valentine!
Time to operate.
Showtime!
Isn't
Playing with power.
Now, as you can see, I can now auto skip and collect all the rewards, excluding, any XP that you get. But at this point, if you're late stage like me, even on Master, you're not going to be getting that much XP. But I can now auto skip everything in Valentine's routine checkup. I'm going to go ahead and auto skip my last of the day Master one. You can only auto skip these 3 times a day. Doesn't matter how many tickets you have. Optimally, you can have 8 tickets a day, and you can use like 3 or 4 of them for the holodeck before you're not allowed to do that anymore per day. But yeah, you can get lots of great moves, character coins. Like I got 22 Valentine coins right there, and then lots of gold, which you'll need that for upgrading characters. At the moment, I am still working on, I'm working on a lot of characters, but specifically I'm focused on Dead of Winter Squiggly. I only have a couple for things upgraded, but it'll tell you what it will do for her stats, and when you buy those things, I'm sorry, I'm jumbling stuff up at the moment, but just to get her first upgrade for offensive attack damage, it'll require 5 squiggly points and 10k gold coins. Now, if I wanted to unlock everything, and if you want to unlock her abilities during fighting, you need to go up on this top path. It'll tell you what it does and how much you need to spend for it. But because she's a gold character, I'll need gold keys to unlock specific areas. And in my case, I have 163 gold keys, so that's no big deal. If I want to do one mass unlocking of everything and upgrade of everything, I can do it like this. I need 1,040 squiggly points, which I have, and 2,293,000 coins, which I don't have, and then 9 keys. Or alternatively, the premium currency also in this is the blue crystals. I call them sapphires. I don't remember what they're called. I don't think they're called sapphires in this game. I would need 8,525 of those, or with 9 gold keys. The more rare the character is, the more expensive it will be to unlock them, their abilities. Just to show you, I have a blue diamond squiggly character, which I eventually will upgrade, called Plot Twisted. I have nothing done on them. Just to unlock one ability, the very first one, it's going to be 30 squiggly points and 50k gold coins. And I will need diamond keys. I barely have any of them. I have 13 diamond keys. You will need, let's see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Around 10. Probably more than that. Okay, no, I was wrong. You will need 10 keys. Diamond keys. An absurd amount of points and stuff, and that's not even including the points you'll need for giving them special abilities once that has been unlocked. I don't have, I do have a character. Hold on a second. At the moment, I'm working on Pyrotechnic Valentine. Her color palette, before it had to be changed, is based off of Taki, one of the popular female ninjas from the Soul Calibur series. It's also another favorite fighting game series of mine. But once you've unlocked all these wheels, then you'll have a special thing for marquee abilities. And that will, depending on the character, that will require a lot of character coins. Now, when you first do it, it'll also require lots of gold. I believe it required for a diamond character maybe 5,000 gold. And then 500 character coins. Because she's gold, I only need 250 character coins per each level. That's why it's taken a while for me to upgrade her. But it'll be cheaper and cheaper and cheaper as it goes for the characters. So I hope all these tips and tricks and points help. Peace be with you all and have a great day.